Returning sometimes brings a different experience in exploring. I'm author and researcher Mike Luoma. I'd visited the beehive-shaped Upton Stone Chamber in Massachusetts, my first day exploring. It was a special place. I returned when the time felt right, last summer and more recently. Not only to revisit the amazing chamber, but to check out the stone rows around it for serpent effigy forms, and to see if I could find my way up onto nearby Pratt Hill to see stonework authors James Mavor and Byron said was used for citing stellar alignments from the chamber in their groundbreaking 1989 book, Manitou. Let's take a look at the stone chamber. The chamber has a narrow entry shaft. Then it widens out, opening up into a surprisingly large, domed inner chamber. The length of the entryway keeps the chamber nearly pitch black, even on sunny days. The chamber seems to always be flooded, though the water level was lower this year. My intuitive sense is that this is an indigenous ritual space of great age. Perhaps a place where generations of medicine keepers came to commune with the spirits of their ancestors and others. That's my subjective, unprovable impression. It is a special place, an intriguing space. There may be some evidential backing to my intuition. Some OSL dating, optically stimulated luminescence dating, suggested the chamber dated back over 700 years to at least the 14th century, well before Europeans arrived on the scene. But this dating isn't accepted by everyone, so more is being done. Two stone rows meet next to the chamber. From the entrance, one goes west, the other north. Following the northern stone row proved interesting. Several large boulders were incorporated into the stone row. It went up over a hill and began to curve some as it reached another couple of stone rows. Seemed to turn west at a sort of gateway. The short stone row which rises to form the other side of the gateway to the south is very curious looking. And ends in a possible serpent effigy form, stones rising on the back of a serpent head boulder. When I first returned to the chamber, a woman arrived soon after I did and began weed whacking. You may hear it in the background if I didn't catch it. After a time, she came over and apologized for the noise, and we got to talking about the chamber and NERA, New England Antiquities Research Association, Mavor and Dix and Manitou, and Pratt Hill. She turned out to be a trustee for the park and gave me directions to Pratt Hill so I could go see the stonework Mavor and Dix said was used to cite alignments from the chamber. Well, I could see some of the stonework. The former landowner, hearing folks were looking at the stone piles on his hill, took a backhoe to at least one of them. I found the bared bedrock where it had been. Checked the descriptions again in Manitou later, and I'm pretty sure it had been here, where I felt it was. Many individual stone prayers surround these larger constructs. And they continue around the top of this hill, over towards a stone circle which seems still used for contemporary ceremony. This was last year, a branch down across the circle and debris on the stone seats. When we returned this year, I found the branch and the stone seats cleared. I followed the stone row off the circle More stone prayers were alongside. Then the stone row seems to disappear and a low ridge rose, which appeared to have been added to in the same manner as I'd seen in Vermont, altered to resemble the side of a great serpent emerging from the underworld. Stones are added alongside to give this sea serpent-like creature fins and flippers. And at the end, it turns back into a stone row, a serpent effigy row. Not only did I find possible large-scale great serpent stonework on Pratt Hill, it was integrated with stone effigy row work, tying the two forms together for the first time. Slightly off the crest of the hill, a huge glacial erratic stands watch. It does seem to have some features enhanced by pecking, but is very hard to prove. It is an unusually shaped boulder for sure. It may have been seen as an effigy form, and may have represented different forms from different angles. An impressive glacial erratic, and the only big one I saw on Pratt Hill. As I first checked out this hilltop, I marveled at the awesome coincidences which seemed to accompany my visits here. On my return, meeting the trustee who told me how to get up on this ridge. My first time here, a local walking his dog showed me where the chamber was, and told me a story of showing it to researchers when he was a kid, long ago, who may have been Mavor and Dix. From the beehive-shaped stone chamber to the stonework on this hill, Upton has some special places. I'm Mike Luoma. Thank you for returning here with me.